Welcome back to my channel. My name is Florence, and today we're going to talk about how to stay motivated. Stay tuned. And here we go. All right, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, this channel, Ladyfloflo, it's all about body transformation from mind, body, and soul, so you can have the dream body that you desire. All right, let's not waste any time because I have some really important content to share with you. And it's all about staying motivated. How do you stay motivated when you don't have that stage, when you don't have that vacation, when you don't have that wedding that you're going to, or your own wedding, when you don't have that event? How do you stay motivated when you're in quarantine? What I'm about to share with you, it's something that you probably never heard anywhere else. It's not your typical information about trying to just do it anyways. Yeah, great, sounds great, but how do you get there from there? It's like a car. Motivation is like a car, basically. So your tank is empty, and once it's empty, you can't get from A to Z. How do you get there? What you need is fuel. You need energy. And motivation is exactly like that. Motivation needs to be fuel. It needs to be energized. And how do you do that? Motivation is temporary. It's something that comes and goes. Sometimes you don't feel motivated to do your homework, to get out of bed, to do your training, to do that task you have to do. You don't feel like it, right? What you need to do is reach higher. You need to feed that motivation with, wait for it, inspiration. Yes. Motivation and inspiration are not the same thing. Inspiration is a step higher. Inspiration is the things that energize you. It's something that's long lasting, and it's gonna feed your motivation so you can have that fuel, that energy to get that car going. And then you can apply the typical tips that you hear about activating motivation. So first, now you must be asking yourself then, Ladyfloflo, how do you get your inspiration? Yeah, so there's 3 ways that you can get your inspiration. And this is a formula that's worth memorizing. So before we start, I forgot to say, make sure that you like this video, and I want you to share this video, because after I'm done sharing with this video, this is part 1. And if we get 100 likes within 30 days, I'm going to release the second part of this video, which is basically the practical things that you can do once we get that engine fuel, right? So you can start running, you get that momentum. You got it? All right, so give it a like right now. I'm going to wait for you. All right, ready? All right, so how do you get inspiration? It's that formula, RBC. Remember it, you're going to need it. And you can apply that anywhere in your life, not just for your fitness goal. R is for remember. Yes. You need to go back in your timeline where you in the past have an experience where you have achieved success in your weight loss. I'm sure you can go back a few years back, maybe a few months back, where there was a time where you were able to lose that 10 pounds, that 30 pounds, 50 pounds. And that time you were so motivated, you had that drive. I want you to go back there. Revisit the pictures you had. Go back to that feeling on how you felt. Go back to what was the driving force in you. And if you had the journal, I want you to read your journal entry. That's even going to be even stronger. So what I'm sharing you is from the most effective to the least effective. Because if you did it once, ladies and gents, I'm telling you, you could do it again. But you just have forgotten. So what you need to do is remind yourself how awesome you are, how freaking awesome you are, okay? Don't ever forget that. So go back, remember, if you have journal entries, even better, right? So this is why you need to keep on doing that practice of keeping a journal or doing video YouTube like me. Do something to document every day your process. Very important. You always need to have that list so you can remember, because those are times when you need that motivation and you can get fueled up by what you did in the past. Now, if you don't have that, no worries. Move up to B, which is borrow. Yes. So you probably have a type of an event, a challenge you overcame in your past. And it was really difficult for you, but somehow you pushed through. You had that drive. You woke up every day. People were against you. Things were against you. But no matter what, you faced it. You got it through. You were motivated. And you knew somehow you had that faith that you were going to push through. And not only did you push through, you excelled. And you superseded whatever expectation you had or people had. So I want you to go borrow that experience and use that for losing that less 10 pounds, for you to get motivated. Remember who you are and borrow that experience that you had success in to help you with that new challenge that you're trying to overcome, right? So you could always borrow from yourself, and that's strong enough as well. For me, what I do is I go back to where I was doing my thesis defense. That was a really challenging, not only in the academia, but also in my personal life. And I had to overcome a lot of challenges, and I had to be perseverant. I had to push through. I had to every day do something towards that goal. And I was able to get my scholarship, get the rewards and stuff. And all the naysayers proved them wrong. And I used that to fuel me when I was going through my weight loss. And I was like, if I can do this, I could do anything else. So remember, first step, remember. Second, borrow. The third one is, if you don't have a personal experience, if you can't really remember something that's similar or that could be useful, practical for your weight loss, what you want to do is create. Yes. And how do you create? Is by getting inspiration from someone that you admire. Yes. Someone who is at where you want to be. Someone who maybe is a step higher, a step ahead of you. So what you're going to do is, I want you to go find that book. Read that autobiography, or you read that biography. Autobiography is even better because it's from their own words. So you really get an insight into the mindset of that person. But a biography will do as well. You can also do, if you want a quickie, you can go listen to the interviews. Now there's podcasts everywhere. So go listen to them speak. Go look at their interviews, maybe something they wrote or somebody that interviewed them. What I like to do, me personally, I like to go find some professional athletes in bodybuilding, pros, and I follow them on Instagram. And especially the one that like to share their process, not just what I've won, but also their process, their mindset. And I follow these people and I feed from them. They're the one who inspire me. So you go do that, and you can create inspiration from them because you're gonna kind of borrow and create your own persona, and that's gonna come and feed you. So you have it here. Remember, borrow and create. Once you have that, that's your energy, that's your fuel. Now the car is ready to drive and you can take you from A to Z, right? You gotta do that step first. Now, what we're gonna do is, I want you, if this was helpful to you, I want you to like this video and share it with a friend. I'm gonna release, after this video, I'm gonna put in the description, the concrete actionable steps that you can do to maintain that momentum, to maintain that motivation once the car is started running. Now you can go from A to Z, right? And there's a lot of tips that I want to share with you. But first, let's get this up to 100 likes. I need your help to do that. So share this video. If this was helpful for you, definitely give it a head up. So thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you next time. And remember, learn to know yourself.